Welcome everyone. This is the SkateHive. I'm Daryl, longtime member. You can call me How We Roll or the Longboard Hive. One's my username, one's my display name. But I want to welcome you to my favorite community on the internet, SkateHive. What is SkateHive? Why is it important? What can you do here? All those things? Well, let me give you a quick rundown of what SkateHive is, how it works, how it's connected to everything, and why it's important most of all. So first off, SkateHive is community oriented. It is a community built on a decentralized platform, which to most people means absolutely nothing. But if you understand it, what it actually means is that we are the owners of our content and our accounts on this platform. So rather than this platform being run by a giant corporation or some kind of rich billionaire person, it is instead collectively run and operated by its users. And on this, we've built an amazing community for skateboarding and pretty much any gravity type sport. Longboarders, come on in. Why is SkateHive important? Along with all the other things that we're connected to on this wonderful platform, which I'll mention later. Well, SkateHive is important because if you look at our current state of skateboarding and longboarding around the world, I kind of feel like these major tech companies have a monopoly on our content. Sure, it's not so bad getting exposure points, but the majority of us aren't getting paid and are barely actually even getting exposure. Sure, we stoke out our friends and it's awesome to see your friends' posts all the time, but we're all doing it for free. And as a result, these major corporations are making a ton of money off of selling our data, advertising to us, and advertising on our content. And unless you're doing really well and you got a really good following, you're not likely making a living off any of these platforms or even really a free meal. So this doesn't seem very fair. And at a time where, at least me personally, I see the longboard community is struggling for money to keep events going, to keep good companies afloat, all the while most skaters are broke, hoping to be sponsored, and most of the time they end up with a bunch of wheels that they then end up having to sell to fund their trips and other expenses because it's an expensive sport and there's not much money in it. So that's also why SkateHive is really important. So instead of advertising and selling your data, SkateHive is essentially a way to capture the interactions that we do online, normally for free, and turn it into tokens. These Hive tokens then can be sold on the market for, Bitcoin, whatever local currency you have, or any other possibilities. So this actually is quite a revolution in the business model of most social media platforms because now we can self-fund. We can now self-sponsor ourselves. Or if someone's inclined to, a company could actually buy an account, which honestly you can sign up for free. There's no need to buy. But you can buy accounts or power up an account, and this will allow you to give out very powerful likes, which will be worth more money than the average person. Anyone can stake their rewards or buy into it and make their rewards increase. But if a major company came in, they could power up an account, give out $10 a like, and use it to sponsor their riders who are riding their gear. This could allow them, in theory, to sponsor more riders, generate more content, while at the same time not even spending any money on the sponsorship, because rather than it costing you money to vote someone up $10, you're earning curation. So if everybody else on the platform agrees that this was a great post and they come and like it after you liked it, well, you get a little piece of the reward. So this encourages everybody to interact with the community more, to work together with the community to create content and rise each other's content up, because the more someone else makes, the more their vote can be worth on your post. So this really just encourages a very skate family type feeling, where it's just everybody is in this together. It's not all about being rich and having all the clout. It's instead about building each other up and supporting your favorite sport as well as your community. So this is, quite revolutionary stuff. But you may wonder then, well, why isn't everybody on it? Why does it seem like the interface is kind of not the most intuitive? Well, that's because this is only a year old. This is still early development, and honestly, I've seen some massive improvements in that amount of time, and I expect to see a ton more. We're also building partnerships with things like Library, which is now known as Odyssey, odyssey.com. So if you say, don't want to support YouTube anymore, not saying that YouTube's evil, but, I don't want to say certain things or else my videos will be removed from YouTube. So I can post things on the Library chain, which then will appear on Odyssey. It automatically connects to my YouTube. But on top of that, if just per se I said the wrong thing and my account gets removed, all of that is now backed up on Library. And Library is actually accessible even if, say, some kind of government around the world that doesn't like freedom of speech erased the website or took down access to it. Well, there's backends that now allow you to get onto these platforms and continue communicating so long as you have some form of internet access. So with the right education, this stuff is beyond just simply a way to fight the monopoly on our content. It's a way to fight for freedom. It's a way to fight against giant corporations and take back control of your content and your data on the internet. So that's generally why I joined. The making money part of things honestly shouldn't be the focus. I think the most important thing about this platform is the community. So, for example, some of the things I've seen done, international games of skate, where every time you post a video of you attempting the new trick, you earn rewards on that post and get a chance of winning, assuming you complete all the tricks. I've seen people break skateboards who were unfortunately in poorer countries where it would literally take them a month of full-time work to buy a new skateboard. The community came together, raised him funds, sent him a board, and then helped him buy some boards. And now he basically skateboards full-time and actually uses it to support his family, as far as I understand. We've also seen GoFundMes that are now not only being funded by users using their profits to fund the GoFundMe, but also where posting about it gets massive rewards. I think the last one for one of our skaters' fathers who developed throat cancer, we raised like $400. I think I sent him another $100 of Hive. It really just kind of opens up the possibility. And a lot of these fellow SkateHivers, they're in countries where you don't make as much money as you do in North America. It's something that's actually brought them a ton of freedom. And I know people who have completely bettered their lives and are working basically entirely on SkateHive. I've also, myself personally, used this to find creative content creators out there, invited them to Hive, helped them start making some money from their content. And on top of that, I heard about a race that was being put on by Sigma Wops, known as Merdonkoy. I heard about him because Papdog sent him a bunch of cameras and was generally trying to support this race that he was putting on because he saw this potential in this skater that wanted to put on events. And I saw that post and I was like, bam, let me sponsor you. So I posted about his race, got a bunch of hype going, and then gave all of my rewards to the event in a form of sponsorship that ended up giving him just over 4,000 pesos, Philippine pesos. It's, not a ton of money. It was like $140 that I raised from posts. Plus he actually also made some posts on Hive and got some rewards as well. And it looks like the event turned out absolutely amazing. And I'm hoping to see him grow the community and get more Filipino skaters onto this platform so they can start supporting themselves and their community simply by posting content. So that's generally what SkateHive is. If you need any help or if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. This community is full of extremely helpful people, as well as we've got a Discord, and I believe there is a chat that is starting to be opened up on the SkateHive community as it is developing and growing. It's only accessible, as far as I know, on peakd.com. They're also a great way to access the Hive because there is multiple ways to access it, different apps, different websites. You can go to hive.io or hive.blog. There's an app called Etsy, probably a few others that I'm not aware of. Generally, it's an entire ecosystem of decentralized web apps that allow you to do everything you're doing on normal social media, but it allows you to control, own, and profit off of your content. So, I don't know about you guys. I hope to see you guys posting some awesome stuff on Hive. Let's do some community events. Keep watch because we're going to be doing giveaways, contests to give back to the community for the gratitude of you guys joining and becoming a part of this. And eventually we're probably also going to do some kind of referral thing where if you get your friends to join, you're going to be entered in a draw to win maybe money, crypto, or perhaps some boards or something like that. So stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoy the Hive, and Hive on.